Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today on our 2021 Subaru Outback Wagon, we're going to be checking out the Yakima RidgeBack hitch-mounted bike rack. First impressions of the rack on the back of the Subaru, I think it looks good. Really simple way to carry around a lot of bikes. It does sit high off the ground, so good ground clearance. And I want to mention, you know, when you're using this rack on the back here, it's going to be a lot more manageable. It's not going to be up so high. Obviously, we're parked on a lift. It usually adds about 8 or 9 inches or something like that to the back here. So in all reality, on flat ground, you know, the arms and everything will probably be more about chest level, a lot more manageable to work with. But yeah, just wanted to mention that. I did say that this is going to be a good way to carry around a lot of bikes. So this particular rack can hold up to a total of 4 of them. If you need to carry more, there's a 5-bike version available as well. And if you don't need that many, there's a 2-bike version that you can get too. So definitely have a few options there, and obviously grab whatever one best suits your needs. The way the rack works is really simple. You're going to have these straps that run along the top tube of your bike's frame, and then one down here, and that's going to help prevent side-to-side movement. That way bikes aren't swinging around like crazy, banging into each other. Something I did notice, I mean, this thing is solid. You obviously have some movement in the rack, which is inevitable, right? Every bike rack is going to have that, but I mean, as far as how the bike's moving, it's not going anywhere. So pretty good, something good to see, right? With that said though, why don't we go ahead and just pull our bike off so we can have a better look at the rack itself. So with these, you just pinch both sides. These will come off and lift them up out of the way. Same deal with this guy there. And then we're able to grab the bike, slide it off, and go do some riding. The cradles here where your bike's frame is going to sit, they have a little rubber cushion on it, I guess you could say. That way your paint's not going to get scratched up or anything. I feel like this will help kind of grip the bike too. Same deal on the bottom of the strap. There's a piece of rubber there. I do suggest, probably a good habit to get into whenever you're not using the rack, just to put these straps back. That way you don't misplace them or end up losing them. Something you do need to keep in the back of your mind is whenever you have the rack on the back of your Subaru, it's going to extend the overall length of it, right? And to find out exactly how much, we'll just measure from our Subaru logo there to the very edge of the rack. And it looks like it's going to add about 43 inches. So it is going to take up a little bit of space. So think about that, you know, if you're pulling into a small garage or a tight parking spot. These arms will fold down though whenever you're not using the rack to make it a lot more compact. You'll have a lever there, and these will swing on down. And now it doesn't really take up that much space at all. In this position, take that same measurement. It honestly looks like this will be the furthest point. And in this position, it looks like it's going to add roughly about 16 inches to the back of your Subaru. So with it set up like this, you really shouldn't run into any issues, even if you do have a small garage or try to swing into that tight spot. One of the big questions we do get asked quite often in regards to hitch-mounted bike racks is if you're still going to be able to get into the back of your vehicle. And with this one, the answer is yes. It's going to fold down when we pull a lever. This will swing down, and that's going to give us all the space we need to be able to open up the Outback's hatch and get anything we might need in and out. Moving down here, the rack is going to work with those 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube openings like we have here today on our Outback, but it also has the ability to work with the smaller 1.25 by 1.25 receiver tube openings. So if you happen to have that size hitch or, you know, a different vehicle in the household, chances are pretty good this will work with it too. And it is going to come with this pin that locks in here, and then at the end there's going to be a knob, and when you turn this, what's going to happen So it's going to eliminate any slop or play there in the connection point. And so it's going to really help prevent, you know, you hearing this from clunking around. So kind of give you an example of that. Let's say if we're hitting some bumps going down the road, you can see that the rack is going to move with our Subaru and not on its own. And if you're anything like me, you always want to see the product you're interested in actually working or in action. So let's go ahead, load up some bikes, go out on the test course and see how this does.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway.
And that'll finish up our look at of the Yakima RidgeBack hitch-mounted bike rack on our 2021 Subaru Outback Wagon.